She's teaching. Not saying, look at me doing all this, but she is showing flashy stuff. But I'm teaching you how to get this flashy stuff. This is how you get this flashy stuff. And that's why she has over 2 million followers.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Dads on Purpose, the podcast. I'm your host, Josh Ashford, man. And as always, got the big homie KB, Mr. Kevin Bergantz. How you doing, bro?
What's up, baby? Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened, but that was like the longest delay. I'm like sitting there like, is he going to come in? Is he going to come in? I don't know.
You know, I got to switch it up every once in a while.
I feel like we should redo it, but you know how I do, man. We're not redoing nothing.
No, we're not redoing it. It was done on purpose. I did it that way on purpose.
But you should have told me because I was like, yo.
Hey, y'all. So what y'all need to do is just go take a screenshot of that and make a meme of Josh.
Wait.
You say that like people care.
They do. They do.
Our
listeners care. Our listeners care.
I got 15 followers on TikTok. I got like 7, and shout out to my nieces because they the ones that run up the numbers. Bro, I'm so trash. But we gonna get into that conversation, bro. We got the homie Prince Whiting, man. Bro, I've known Prince since like '96. Not really, but I've known him for a long time, man. Him and his wife, they are killing the game in the real estate world. If you don't know him, you need to know him. You know what? I'm gonna steal something from one of my coaches, man. David Shan's. Yo, Prince, how do you introduce yourself to people?
So my name is Prince Whiting. I'm the owner of House of Whiting LLC. We're a luxury real estate brokerage based in Fort Worth, Texas. However, we service the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area. Our slogan is more than just real estate, it's a lifestyle. If you don't understand what I mean by that, just go follow us on House of Whiting and you will see exactly what I mean.
I was about to ask because I was about to say, what do you mean it's more than a lifestyle? But that's because I know you. I'm like, I know, like,
I breathe this.
Yeah, like, bro. And so here's the thing, like, Prince has always been like a high level producer. So real quick, like I met Prince because we worked together at Liberty Mutual selling insurance way back in the day, slinging insurance. And he was always a high level. Don't get me wrong. Like I could work hard, but I'm gonna just be real. Keep it $150. I'm not a hard worker. Like
nah, but see, you were always consistent though, Jay. You've always been consistent.
Yeah, I was consistently where I wanted to be, and so even now, you know what I'm saying. Praise God, you know where we're at financially. You know what I'm saying. We doing good. You know what I'm saying. We're not eating ramen.
You own multiple houses, bro. You're doing great.
I don't know. Only one, but I'm trying to own more.
Look,
I tried to hit you and your wife up, man. The price just didn't work. I was like, yo.
Oh, on that last one in Fort Worth?
Yeah. I was like, that's in the hood. How you want that? And she was like, hey, it is what it is. I was like, you know what, Jenny? I said, hey, you know what? I appreciate you. Let me know if it come down. I ain't heard from her, so it is what it is.
It's gone.
Hey, that's good. That is good for somebody. But anyways, but yeah, Prince has always been a high level producer, man, and they're really just killing the game. And oh man, it's so awesome. He's a dad. He's got Donovan. What'd you say? Donovan's in
Donovan is a freshman in college, man, at UNC.
Freshman in college.
Yes, sir.
And then you got a 1-year-old.
I have a 1-year-old.
What happened? That's a big gap. That's a big because you had Donovan when you were 18, right?
I had Donovan exactly when I was 18.
Yeah,
it was my birthday gift when I was 18. I have my daughter Nina too. She's a 16-year-old. She's a junior in high school.
Nice. Wait, I forgot. I always forget you have a daughter, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. So that's 3. Yeah. So you gotta be high level producing.
Got to.
That's really what I want to do.
Those dorms and that college tuition hit me inside of my head this past semester, man. I'm like, whoa, this is like all transparency. I did not have a college fund. I did not have a college fund.
Right? You didn't have a college fund?
I did not have a college fund. And boy. It's like, it's all on you, sir.
You gonna, so for your youngest, you gonna open up you a UPMA, right?
That's already done.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Bro, because look, Apple just dropped. I bought 50 shares today of Apple.
Because Apple just dropped, you said?
No. Apple was the stock. It was on sale today.
Right.
Yeah. So I grabbed 50 of them boys. Yeah. It dropped down to like one. It was trading at like 142. It dropped to 138. And I'm in a stock club, and so I know what the targets are. So I got that, and I got some cryptos, not Bitcoin. Cardano's the way, bro. Cardano's the way.
My clients is on that big time. The Cardano. My client, one of my clients is like heavy on Cardano.
Yeah, bro. Cardano. I mean, I don't got a whole bunch. I got a couple thousand coins, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let that boy run up to $100.
Killing it, huh? How much are the coins right now? How much is it per coin?
I think today it dropped to $2.11.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah. And I think a month ago it was at 3.
And like a couple of months ago, weren't they like at like under $1? Like way under $1, because I remember my client.
No. Not so in March it was 133. Last year it was under $1.
No, he put me on game. Remember when Dogecoin was like going all people all nuts to Dogecoin, whatever.
I mean, up to 70. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like investing into Cardano and some other ones.
There's another Doge out there that I'm in. I got about 24 million of them boys. It's not that expensive. So I say 24 million. It's like $300.
That's not bad.
But let that joint run up to a penny.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get it. So we talking about hustling, man. We talking about grinding and things like that. But here's why I want this conversation to go. And I know I just abruptly changed it, but I know Prince, you got things to do, man. Kev got things to do. It's past my bedtime, and that's where we at right now because we old. I'm old. Here's what I want to talk about, man. We mentioned it right before we came on, and that was TikTok because you were on Instagram. Kev, what's going on? Who talking to you?
Bro, the dog. I heard some, some moving around, some paper moving earlier, and I looked around and I didn't see the dog, and I just figured it was playing with a toy, and then I looked up again and just had a bag full of food just going in. I was like, no, that's not what I had to get Kendall in here and take care of her dog.
Anyways,
sorry, my bad.
Oh, that's what I love. It's our show, so we can do whatever we want. So if people don't like it, they can tune out. Don't tune out. Keep looking. Run up them analytics. Yo, Prince. So you're not on Facebook anymore. You guys really not on Instagram. You guys are really crushing it. You really found your lane in TikTok, and this is why I want to have this conversation because we got a lot of people that's really crushing the TikTok game, or they're trying to crush the TikTok game, and then especially after today. We're recording this on Monday, so like Facebook, Instagram, everything was down for 8-9 hours, just shut down. And so I was just listening to Earn Your Leisure with Ian Dunlap and all those guys, and one of the things that Ian's been preaching that like Instagram is dead for a while because TikTok has already daily users, like active users. They already surpassed them, and then with everything coming out with Facebook and things like that, you have the whistleblower that they were covering up stuff, and then miraculously the next day, all their servers are down. The DNS servers are down. Why? Because you gotta get rid of them boys. And so, like TikTok is one of the waves. Like I think there's a changing of the guard. Facebook has run its course. It's still going to be a solid play, but it's not going to be as dominant as the rest of them. So I want to know, one, how did you guys figure out your lane on TikTok for real estate? And then two, like what is part of the secret sauce? I know you can't give us the whole sauce.
I'll give you, hey, look, because I can give it out and I have so many stories, man, like, because we're growing right now at House of Whiting. And like some of the interviews that I've had with the realtors that I've sat down with, and I'm trying to recruit, but I thought that would have potential. Yeah. I put them on game, and I seen one person do it for one day, and they got a little bit of traction with 700 views consistently for 3 videos, and they stopped. So look,
they start smelling themselves.
Well, no, like they don't have it. Like, yeah. So if y'all really listen to me, because Josh, you have the perfect platform and the perfect product that will really make you a ton of money. This will give you an insight. I've personally, in like the past, we're in October now. So in the past 10 months, my company has sold over $7 million in real estate just off of TikTok alone. That's almost $250,000 for my company.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Okay, and this is real, and it's all using your phone, man. As long as the transitions are smooth and you're consistent, you have no choice but to pop. The key thing is to have a call to action, meaning a link, which is your TLC link, added to your TikTok. So just imagine, I said this on my Instagram story, is like, dude, like if I get 100,000 views, which is really easy, that's a freaking city, y'all. Imagine if you get 1% of that.
I'm about to say 1% to go to your website. So then we're looking at 1,000 people at your website.
People.
And if you,
That's 1,000 people go to your website.
And then if you can convert what, like 3% of those, what's that? That's 30. That's 30 sales off of a free app.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And what I just heard though is which is really essential. What we're talking about is your own digital real estate. So you're not just on TikTok and like, hey, get me here at TikTok. You're saying, hey, I'm on TikTok, but I need you to go to my digital real estate. And that's why I think a lot of people are hurting right now. They're trying to allow Instagram to be their digital real estate, but you don't own it. Facebook, you don't own it. So we're trying to promote our businesses on platforms that's not built by us or meant to be ours. So when the algorithm, I'm saying that right? The algorithm,
it don't matter. We know what you mean.
when the algorithm changes, now you're hustling, trying to keep up with them, then pushing them to your digital real estate. So that's one nugget. If y'all listening, y'all didn't catch it.
Or when the algorithm stops.
You're right.
So Prince, here's the thing. So you get people to come to your TikTok, you watch them, whatever. And I follow you guys. I just started following you today. I've been ghost following for a while, so you didn't know I was following, but I was following. But saying you guys got some dope videos, and so once you take somebody from TikTok to to your website, to houseofwhiting.com or whatever it is, I think that's what it is. Once they get there, what's the process to convert them from just someone that visits into someone that actually like gives you like their email or something like that? Do you guys like have a pop-up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. So you got pop-up?
Yeah. So if you click on the house, go to houseofwhiting.com right now. Everybody that's watching, go to houseofwhiting.com.
I see what he's doing.
Click on that house. Click on
I'm going on my phone.
And you'll have no choice but to sign up if you want to move further or move past that.
Listen, there's another key right there. You have no choice but
I can't even look at the house
until you.
I saw one picture, and so I'm like, oh, okay, I see this one.
I like that.
In Little Elm, first of all, Little Elm, 775. Is that on the lake?
It's gone. Yeah, it's on the lake, on Lake Louisville.
I was about to say it got to be on the lake for 775. Little Elm ain't got it like that. Maybe they do, but yeah. So once you click it, you don't got no choice, and there ain't no X button, no nothing.
Nothing. Yeah,
I can't
smart.
Scroll.
That's smart.
You can't even do like the behind the scenes scroll. Like, you can see like a smidge of a smidge.
I mean, the conversion rate is good, man. You remember back in the day how I used to, like get the LM.com. Even though people don't know what that is, but the conversion rate is good, and it's a warm lead because they actually took the time
to fill out,
to go to TikTok, watch a couple videos. They like you, maybe go to your Instagram, and then they go to your link. They're already engaged. It's a warm lead. They like you. It's like you call them, and you're just like they're a fan of you.
That's good. That's good, man.
And so look, the key thing to this though is providing value. Don't just say, look at I'll just tell you what I felt on with my TikTok, and I would have surpassed. I could have probably doubled my. I'm blessed to have made what I made this year from TikTok. But what I failed to do, and what I'm advising everybody that's that has a business or that wants to start a business, is you need to provide value. Do not sell your product. And everybody that I tell this to, who is a clothes designer, they could be they own like there's a personal fitness trainer that my personal fitness trainer, like they don't listen to me. And what I mean by providing value is like, Josh, so just talk about fatherhood, like talk about your stuff that you always talk about. Don't press your shirts or anything, but have your shirts in there. Millions of people are going to see your shirts, and then they're going to click on your link and trying to figure out because you're a likable person, and then they'll go to your link and buy your shirt. Yeah, I've seen it so many times, man.
And I'm not like texting. I'm taking notes on my phone because I don't know what a notepad is. I'm in my playroom. I don't got an office like you. So there's like a gymnastics bar over here. There's a kid's kitchen set right there and a table. And then you see, like, here's the thing. I strategically have the middle ones look like it's my office. Nah, bro. I got a bunny rabbit bucket over here. This is not my area.
That's hilarious.
That way.
But look,
yeah,
real
man.
talk. Like I don't want to talk a lot about this, but I'm so passionate about this because I do want to help everybody out that because it's so wide open. And like again, only a small percent is going to listen to me. And the thing, and I'm not the expert, but I do like understand. So what I felt on was all I do is show houses, right? I don't show my face. I'm trying to do it now. I'm trying to implement that now, but it's too late, kind of. But it's maybe not. Maybe it's not. I hired a videographer to do this stuff, whatever. But the thing is that if you're personable and provide value, you have no choice but to pop. Make sure your transitions are good and like have a call to action every time. And a punch at the beginning. The first 2 seconds is very important when you make a TikTok. The first 2 seconds, and then maybe make it like 10 to 15 seconds.
So you say and provide value, and one thing that sticks in my mind as an entrepreneur is oftentimes we start with a product or a service. Does it make sense? And so how did you come to the value statement for your business, or how does somebody say, okay, I got this product, I believe in my product, I believe in my service, but people keep telling me to add value.
Bro, before you answer that, can I touch on something real quick? Because this is something that like really like I've studied it, and I've paid a lot of money for a lot of people to tell me the same thing. Is that Simon Sinek? If you don't know who he is, Google him. Simon Sinek. He has a video called "Start with Why," and it is like the most beautiful breakdown of like how to sell your product. And so what he does is he starts with like Apple, and so he's just like, he's like Apple. He's like, we don't make computers. We don't make what the thing back in the day?
iPods.
We don't make iPods. And so it's just like, so most people, they start with what, then they go to how, and then they go to like why. But he's like, no, start with why. And so Apple, their whole thing is challenge the status quo. And so it's like, okay, how do we challenge the status quo? Well, when they started, we're going to do everything with a simple design. Okay. So we're challenging the status quo with a simple design. It just so happens that we make iPods, we make cell phones, we make computers, we make credit cards. You know what I mean? Like that, like you start with why and it figures out. And I think so many times we get in business and we start with what? We're just like, I'm gonna make a dope fatherhood brand. Like, I'm gonna make some dope shirts for people to sell. That's not what I did, but you know what I'm saying? I think so many times that's what happens. And so like, my question is, Prince, like, why'd you guys go into real estate? Because it wasn't just like, why'd you go into real estate? It wasn't just like, like I like houses. I like dope houses.
Well, I like houses, but remember, we were in insurance before this. So that's how I got a lot of my business with mine. Like I had a lot of relationships with realtors and mortgage brokers. And like, remember, I mean, the market kind of started acting crazy with our company with the rates and all that stuff. So I was like, I have to get out of here. And you know that I always try to be like, I was a rebel at the company. Like I always try to do things different and, with marketing and all that. And, we were very conservative, but I was always like, tied up kind of. So I just felt that real estate was a great opportunity for me because it's wide open and it's so like cheesy out here in in Dallas area. It's like everybody's doing the same thing. And there's 30,000 of us, first of all, but there was an opportunity. I felt that I had a lane that I could really tap on to like brands. And I love houses. I love luxury stuff. So I've seen the lifestyle that they live, even though 98% of it is fake, believe it or not. Like everything you see on Instagram with realtors, I promise you like 1% is really doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, I still love that, like what I seen that the lifestyle was. But there's really like, I just felt that it was better than like selling life insurance. I can help people get into a house and also sell big houses too at the same time. It's a win-win and make a lot of money.
Well, switching course a little bit, man, you and Jenny work a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I know you're super active in your kids' lives. How? That's my question is how, because you guys do a lot of content, you guys do a lot of numbers. And I think, man, that's something that a lot of people really struggle with. It's like, so like there's a lot that goes into doing content on social media.
Yes.
And especially when, you know what I'm saying, like you're a husband and wife team. And so it's like, okay, like, it's not like, okay, Prince is going to the hospital to go work and do some surgery, and then Jenny's going over here to do this. Like, you guys are double teaming it together. So I don't know if that makes it easier or if that makes it harder. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that it's both. It's a double-edged sword because she is my partner in life and my partner in business. It's really a double-edged sword because we don't get to like appreciate each other for a long time. I mean, like we were around each other nonstop. And like we at some points we're just talking about business nonstop, even when we're on vacation. Because we're so like we just got that mindset. And so like we don't know, we learned over time how to turn it off, because at one point it was just like business, no matter what. Go eat dinner, we're talking business. And so it's really about work-life balance and really understanding how to cut that off. And you know, it's still difficult though, but at the end of the day, like we both have the same goals at like as far as where we want to be in life. And like we just want to be Jennifer literally wants to be the president of the United States, bro. I'm not lying to you. Like she wants to go, she's thinking about getting into Harvard Law and all that. Like seriously. Like that's her mindset.
Yeah.
I just want to be a billionaire. Like, you know, on life business.
Kev, what does that look like in your house, man? Because I know you're grinding. Your wife is an assistant principal, and so like she's doing the assistant principal thing. You're working in the schools, and so you guys are kind of in the same lane. And I'm just like, yo, like that's my questions because I'm trying to figure it out for myself.
Yeah, I think I found it to be a beautiful thing for us because just like
Prince,
thanks.
I'm like, is it a glitch again? I'm like,
my mind went blank, y'all. But just like Prince, like me and my wife, we love what we do. And so just what I heard, one of the things, and I've probably said this before, one of the best advice that I got when we first got married was I need to have my goals. Delina needs to have her goals, and we support each other on our goals. And that's what one thing Prince said. Prince, he just wants to be a billionaire. He found something that can that vehicle to get him there, and that's what he's but it's a vehicle, right? Because you're gonna have multiple vehicles. We do that, right? So he has a vehicle that he believes in, that he trusts in, and they're working together on that. But she has totally different goals. Even though she's working that vehicle, she still has higher goals, and that's the same thing for me and my wife. Even though my wife is an assistant principal and she's working that lane in the school system, and I'm a community leader and a community partner, and I'm working, her goals are still totally different. Like she wants to one day be a curriculum director, and she's writing math curriculum. So we still talk about daily things that happen in the school system, what happens with kids, what we could do with families to make them better, and all that thing. But because our goals are still so much different, like I want to save a whole community, she wants to save the school system. So we're still involved in
both them hard, bro.
That's both of them hard, but that's the passion. That's what keeps us going, right? And that's what keeps us driving. And I think that personally, we have to think about what we want. Like personally, if I'm a billionaire, that's cool. But if I'm a billionaire not able to serve my community and give the kids what they need, then that's worthless to me. So I think you also have to have a personal understanding of where you want to be and how you want to accomplish that. A lot of teachers quit education because they don't see beyond the classroom. Like you could be an entrepreneur educator. You don't have to just be in the classroom. There's tons of ways that you can expand on that ability, but we just have to really think about, what's my why?
Yeah.
In all areas. And then how am I going to get there personally for myself? And then how am I going to get there with my teammate, with my spouse, with my partner? And then we start compromising. So for some of us, it's just a long road. Like me and my wife, we just didn't grow up in a family that had wealth and built businesses and stuff like that. So we had to learn and figure it out. Exactly. But we learned and figured it out at our pace and what our values were for us, if that makes sense.
Prince, what does that look like for you, bro? Because like giving back. Sorry, I said it in my head, but I didn't say it. No. I said it. It was in my head, but so you know what I'm saying? Like we don't make money. Most of us don't make money, and I don't think you do either. We don't make money just to make it for ourselves. Like the people that I know that amass wealth it's not just so that they can fly jets and things like that. Like, yo, like, yeah, yes, you want to live a nice lifestyle, but at the same time, like, especially in our community, especially in the Black community, like when you start making money, you know what I'm saying, your wife is Latina. When you start making money, it's a lot of friends and cousins that start popping up that you ain't never heard about.
Yeah.
But I'm not even saying about that. But what I'm saying is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when you start making money, like, because what I'm trying to figure out is how is someone like you, once you start amassing wealth, or even right now, today, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you partner with someone like Kev that's in the school system? Because at the end of the day, like, that's really how we break the cycles.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny, man, is we have a program. So like so Jennifer has a like she's Latina, right? There is literally a program that the city offers for anybody that's 16 and up, right? And we did one about
what's it called?
Oh my God, of course you asked me.
Okay, never mind. Keep going. I didn't ask that question. Let's go.
But what we did was so pretty much they have a program to teach you credit, and they actually help you start building your credit for free. They give you $200 to put in your savings account, and are you familiar with? Your name is Kevin, right?
Yeah. I hadn't heard of that one.
Okay, so check this out. So what we did about 3 months ago is we provided. It was a lunch and learn, where typically you have to do three meetings at a time. But we brought this lady to our office to do it all at one time from like 11 to like 2 p.m. or something. Provided lunch and all that. They had to take the course. They got $200 put into their account. And then what is really cool, if you're 18 and up, it helps build your credit to where it doesn't, but there's a program, I don't know what this is called, but pretty much if you have 10 people, you can put down $50 or it's $50 each a month. And now you have a $500 credit limit, and it helps build your credit. They report it to all 3 credit bureaus, and you're guaranteed to get paid, bro. I cannot make this up. So we did a lunch and learn. It was just for everybody. We did a announcement about it, but maybe we didn't market it correctly. And
it's just Fort Worth. We'll work on it though.
So look, like what our plan is to do this, to bring this into the school system though, honestly. Because we know this, they don't teach financial literacy. I didn't know nothing about financial literacy until like 5 years ago, man. Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real. So if I would have known about this powerful tool that's provided for free, this for your time, like, come on. So that type of stuff is what we want to do for the community and what we have done. And also, I mean, like we feed the homeless and we're part of like a couple of founded charities and things like that. Yeah. But tapping in, I have not been able to do that yet. But like, I do want to, like I know that I'm anytime I walk in a room, like in a basketball court, like kids, look up to me and all that stuff, like whatever. But how can we go further than that and really teach people that you don't have to be,
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to throw shade or anything like that. But so here's what happens is that, you know what I'm saying, one of my I mentioned him earlier, my coach David Shans, he's out in Atlanta, and so he has a nonprofit, and so Dave teaches people how to start and launch entrepreneurship businesses in general. Like if you want to learn how to like start your business the right way, he'll teach you how to do that. And so one of his things is that he doesn't charge his kids. He doesn't charge kids at all. He loves going into schools and things like that. He charges adults. And so part of what he does is that he started a nonprofit, and then he went into the schools and he's like, I have a nonprofit. I want to teach students how to do entrepreneurship, and I will select someone out of this group, fund them money, and allow them to start a business and walk them handedly until like they launch it. But one of the biggest things that he always talks about is like, he adamantly stresses to them like, I'm going to give you this money from my nonprofit that has been funded from my business clients. He's like, but I need my money back. Yeah. And so part of that is really that, like, one, they understand they're running a business, and so they need to generate income. And then two, it's like, I need you to pay me back. Yeah. Because what happens is the money that they pay him back with, he then goes to another student, and then that's the money that they use to fund. And so what he's doing is he's creating high school entrepreneurs just like that. And so I'm like, What if I don't know what this looks like. What if there was some sort of real estate, whatever nonprofit? I mean, we're not going to take kids from Fort Worth and buy them houses.
But check this out. Like, honestly, I would not wish real estate on. I mean, I like the position of the role of a realtor, man. It's stressful.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Like, dude,
you don't get paid till you hit that commission, dude, and you got to hustle.
That's the same thing with insurance.
Yeah, but it's a different beast, bro. No, this is a different beast.
Trust me. Like, I'm not talking about the commission part. I'm just talking about working with the people. And I'm just being honest here. Like 90% of real estate agents fail in their first year for a reason. They quit because they think it's easy getting in here. I get DMs all the time, every day, from kids wanting to get into real estate. You have to have a certain personality trait to really take this, because most of them are drug addicts or alcoholics in real estate, straight up. And it's for a reason. Really? Yes. I'm not trying to veer here, but I'm working on a $2.2 million deal. Actually, I just got her into a 525 house, 2.2, and I got her a rental. Check this out. So I got her into a rental this past weekend, and we're supposed to list her house, but she's been in that house for 20 years, and now it's like she already signed the lease and everything. Mm-hmm. I started putting my marketing money up already for this house because it's time to go. Like, we got to move it, pay for it. We already got the estate planner ready and everything. Now I just got a call today saying that she wants to terminate the entire lease. I'm like, I made clear. I'm like, look, we have to. Are you sure you want to do this? So her house isn't done until July of next year.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't even faze her as far as the type of work that I put in. Mm-mm. And it's like, it is what it is. So I have to wait until July now. Mm. And so that happens every single time. I mean, there's always a situation where it's not like, I'm telling you, it's a stressful industry.
And then you banking on that close just for it to fall through. I think really going back to how do we get entrepreneurs, especially in real estate, to give back, bro? I think that's an open field. Absolutely. I think it's an open field because, number one, you get a younger person who brings in all that technology stuff for you, the TikTok and stuff. Maybe you have the game plan, but I think sometimes we just need people to teach people their systems, right? What's the Holiday lady? She had a system. Is her name Billie Holiday? No, not the real estate lady. The Holiday group.
Abby Holiday.
Holiday.
Is Abby Holiday?
I was like, Billie Holiday is a singer.
Yeah, the singer. but she had a system.
What'd you say, Prince? Abby Holiday.
Abby Holiday. Yes.
Yeah, she had a system, and she grew her real estate group off of her system. And I think with a lot of entrepreneurs who make it big, number one, find out what makes your heart grow, happy. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, they want to give back so bad, but they just give back in a way that doesn't fit them. And so they're not continuously giving back over and over again. They start something, they like, oh, that was too hard. And so instead of just continuing to find something else to do, they just give up and don't give back. The next thing I would say is find somebody that's already doing something similar that you want to do and improve it. I've been doing the thing in Fort Worth for 15 years. There's so many schools, great, right? With schools, community, anything, you name it. I've seen it, done it, and participate in it, right? But there's so many great individuals with great ideas to help people, but not enough people to come in and help support them and give them a little incubator type deal, right? So maybe this is a great idea and a great nonprofit. They don't have the revenue, they don't have the people, but how can I invest in them to see them come up and actually do the work? So I think there's a lot of ways that we can give back. I think we, number one, got to get out the mold. This world wasn't created for us, and the system that they have created, the win in their communities just doesn't work in our community. And I think my hope and my joy as a nonprofit person who's been in the business and community is that enough Black entrepreneurs who have made it, instead of doing their own thing, find other small nonprofits and Black individuals that they can pour into and help come along, because you have to focus on your business. But if somebody can come and catch your vision for helping the community and you focus on your business, that's a win-win, bro. And I think but here's the thing. The hardest part though with that is that
whenever you do have high level producers, you know what I'm saying, people that are used to making, you know, the decisions and amassing wealth and things like that, asking them to come alongside another organization when a lot of them, so we go back to personality traits. We look at the DISC assessment. A lot of highly successful people are high Ds.
Yeah.
Like they're pilots, they are gorillas, they're telling you where to go. And so for them to just passively give money and not be active in it.
But that's the beautiful thing. Nonprofit people are creators. They're creative. They're not high Ds. So they need a high D.
What I'm saying is that the pilots, those high people, they like to have control over. So that's why they start their own nonprofits so they can dictate where it goes. No shade, no nothing. It just is what it is. And so that's the hardest part.
Yeah. I mean, like being a high D myself, 99% a D, 99% I.
And see, I'm a high I, and so I'm a people person. Kev's a high I. Like we people. That's why we do this. And so
yeah. I mean, I'm 99% I too. I'm 99% D, 99% I. No, straight up. Like that's my DISC assessment.
Nice.
But look, but like while you were talking, like I have this space, and like I just see visions as far as where I want it to go. I'm not going to like because we're talking about something different, but like there's a purpose for why I'm here. And at first I thought it was like maybe meeting of the minds and just like bringing creatives into this office, because it's not just real estate, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And like I'm right across from, the happening of Fort Worth. And I just want people, like influential people, this will be like the hub. This will be the house for that. That's really what I want this to be. I don't want agents in here calling and stuff. Of course I need to do that. But at the end of the day, it's like I have like a podcast area and just places for people to for influencers and just people that are like movers and shakers of the city to come here and like brainstorm exactly what we're doing, but just in person sometimes.
Prince, why don't you have your own podcast?
I don't know.
he got the $800 mic. He got the mic, bro.
No. So here's what I'm going back to. And I keep bringing him up because he's probably poured into me the most, and I probably paid him the most. Is going back to Dave Shan's, one of my coaches.
Yeah.
He has a podcast called Social Proof, and they find people that have really done things and that have social proof of what they've done and that have made a lot of money, and he interviews them. So I mean, you name them, he's interviewed them. But one of the things he did is I think after like 150 episodes, he threw a social proof podcast meetup. And so it was an all-white party. The only way you can get invited is if you were a guest on his show. And so it was like the everything of the everything in this room. And I'm just like, yo, like I see Prince doing that, not just in a Fort Worth type deal, but I'm saying like, just like that's you, like the all-white party with like, and Kev, you don't know, but like Prince has some dope art that like he does himself. And to me, it looked like paint splashing, but I'm like, yo, that's a vibe. Like that's what it looks like. And I'm like, but then I see like the art behind the art, and I'm just like, yo, if you do the podcast, I'm like, that's the art behind the art in the movie, and then linking people together. And I'm like, bro, and here's the thing. When you put all those people together in one room, it's not even about you. Like it's about the other people connecting with other people
watching you.
Show.
Yes, man. Like it's
You're welcome.
It's so funny. It's so funny you say that. Like we got so many visions. It's not even funny. Like
yeah, man. I can't wait to see them come through, because I think Fort Worth is a great. Man, Fort Worth is a sleeper, bro. Like people just don't have no idea. Like, bro, Fort Worth is a sleeper. But I think there is no, like, one of the things that you and Josh can attest to this. Like I've always talked about culture, community in Fort Worth, and we just don't have it. And I think we don't have it. And it's not even the lack of space. Like there's tons of places to go in Fort Worth, but I think it's just people like you having that space and saying, hey, this is what I'm gonna do with this space that I have, and just really, really committing to pushing that out, because it's just way too many. It's too many good people in Fort Worth that we're not coming together and really, yeah, bro. So
there's too many good people. There's the city is booming. Like they're building. We just did a video on our TikTok like about.
I saw that one.
The Crescent Hotel.
Yeah, so Crescent Hotel.
Do y'all understand how big this is? And then they have like multiple mixed use developments going on the south side, which is getting gentrified. Like,
yeah, big time, big time, bro. I don't know if this is the space for this, but I really want to talk to you about housing in Fort Worth because I mean, to be real, like we're really talking about people starting their businesses and growing, and part of starting your business for a lot of people is cutting back on their expenses. But in Fort Worth, it's hard to cut back on your expenses unless you go to the east side, unless you're gonna go to because
it's growing though.
Yeah.
To go to the east side.
Right. You need to go buy now because if they're flipping, even in Como, like, bro, I looked yesterday and was like,
in Como?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I looked the other day and I was like, really, a $350,000 house in Como? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Around $1 million. Like,
yeah.
2 streets down $1 million all day with the Whole Foods.
With everything. So like what when we're talking about entrepreneurship, starting this thing, man, and with the real estate, you being in real estate, what is your suggestion like for somebody who's starting their business? Like they're trying to start off, they're trying to cut expenses. Like, should they do apartment living? Should they, downsize in their house? Like, what are some ideas that you have?
My idea is take your ass off of your phone and go on and use your phone and get on TikTok. Straight up. Like,
here's a better question. Here's a better question though. You talk about get back on TikTok. What is the right bit? And this is a loaded question. What's the right business to be on TikTok?
Any business, Jay. Any business.
No, I know. That's why it was loaded.
As long as you provide value, write this down. You post 3 to 5 times a day until you pop consistently. You got to post 3 to 5 times a day. You have to have your videos between, I'll say like 7 seconds, maybe max 30 seconds while they're trying to, while you.
7 seconds?
Oh yeah, it's quick.
I'm just like you know what I'm saying? We got a homie Terry, you know what I'm saying? Terry shimmies in all his videos. And I'm like, 7 seconds, like Terry,
that'll be a shimmy. It won't even be
Terry just entering himself, so he just like looks at you and then
like
I kid you not. I can't do it. I can't do it because like the way my TikTok is set up now, but if I was new, I could just sit like this for 7 seconds and have a little font for like talking something motivational and do that 3 to 5 times a day. I promise you will go viral.
Wow.
Let me go get my tripod real
right?
quick.
I'm not kidding. If it's a good message and it provides value for somebody, people read that.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding, man. It works.
Let me ask a question because I know me and Josh, we be fighting sometimes over social media. Because when he first met me, though, but when he first met me, he said, "You're not
trashing social media. You're trashing in messaging, in communication."
Yeah, whatever. Okay. But I'm not.
Hold on. Princeton got in the middle of this.
I'm actually literally in the middle.
But dang, I forgot my question. Messing with Josh.
We talk about it. You were talking about social media and
the messaging or something,
and how you don't post as much.
Oh yeah. So how do we know what wave to ride and when to ride that wave? So I know because what I just heard was Instagram is it's dead, it's done. So TikTok is next. So how do we know? Like, so I'm getting ready to load up my TikTok. How do I know when it's time to transition to a new platform or?
Well, TikTok is here. I saw a video. I wish I saved it, but TikTok is here for at least another 5 to 10 years, bro. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's so new. Like there was a graph to where like I watched the video yesterday, or maybe it was this morning. I don't know. But it was a graph on like it had like 3 bars where it was like here, like boom, 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 and then it goes all the way up, and then it goes down, and then like kind of plateaus. Like right now, we're like. Like I can't even see where I can't watch the screen. But right now we're like on the second phase of
early
TikTok,
adopters.
Guys.
Oh wow!
Like we're like, and it's so wide open still. And I hate I don't hate it because it's real.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is that it's again, I just got to stress this: as long as you provide value, have good transitions, or have a message and have a call to action, you will build your business. It could be anything. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. I'm just going to tell you because I'm a big fan of this guy because this is the type of videos I want to do. I've been sending to my videographer and I still can't.
You got a videographer.
I
got a wife.
I got me and the iPhone.
Hold on really quick. Because it's like this has got, here he is right here. His name is SaxenASooraj. So Saxon A. Siraj. SAXENASOORAJ.
Right.
I gotta download TikTok first.
Check this out. Guys, like, so at the beginning, he was posting like high quality videos of him literally just sitting there. He's an attractive guy, whatever. I'm not looking at him like that. I'm just saying like his videos are sick. No, for real, like his videos are so like clean and like HD. I freaking love them. And I always send my videographer like, dude, I want to do this. I don't know what to say though. But long story short, all he used to do was like kind of like pour tea. And like it was a good B-roll and all that, pour tea and have a freaking message in really small print, right? He did that for about 2 months. I've been watching him. And like he did it for maybe about 2-3 months, right? And then all of a sudden, he started coming out with the brand. Well, just like of hoodies and t-shirts like about 2 weeks ago. And now there's a link right here. I don't know if you can't see. There's a link right here that if I go to Fall 2021 collection, it pulls up his hoodies. They're for $67 each. I bought one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Bro, I bought one. And he has two, like he gets average about at least 100,000 views average.
Wow.
Just
452,000 followers. Imagine
he ain't even drinking it.
It's just pouring it. Just pouring it.
Just pouring some
and having an inspiration.
Earl Grey.
I'm telling you, it's so real and it's so wide open.
Where my TikTok at? Download.
The only thing that I'm scared, the only thing that scares me as far as with TikTok, and it doesn't really scare me because you know what I'm saying, scared money don't make money, is that our relationship with China and just whatever what happens with that, and you know, like China is really like cracking down on companies that are heavily invested in the US, and it is what it is. They don't like us. Well, you know what I'm saying? As a government entity, we don't like them. They don't like us. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so just depending on how that plays out, I'm interested to see that. But I mean,
until then, you gotta get your butt on TikTok.
That's what I was about to say. Like, if
I
it
just
happens,
downloaded mine.
I'm not gonna be like, no, man, I'm gonna see what happens with China first, and then I'm gonna get on TikTok.
Hey, capitalize on that TikTok while you can. You know, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what the future holds with this.
So what y'all need y'all to do? I need y'all to go to the Mentor Coach on TikTok. No, I'm just messing.
You ain't got no videos.
I ain't got no videos, no nothing yet.
But
I'll start tomorrow.
Standard picture,
guys. It's so different. Like, so Instagram. What I hate about Instagram is like, it's so like that to where it's not like it's not. So I posted a video today, right? It was the same video that I posted on my Instagram or on my TikTok, and it got like really quick, like 3,000 views, right? And then it just stops. Like they don't like push it out to anybody else after that. It won't show to nobody else unless they go to my page. Versus on TikTok. The thing is, if it sends it to the first 100 people, let's say that 10% watch it for like 3 seconds, they'll send it out to another 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. And I always get the same percentage. It's about 10%. If I get 10% engagement, if that happens, it will go viral. So if you get 10% engagement, you will go viral, man.
Nice.
You know why? And so I learned this again, going back to Shan, to listen to one of his podcasts. He wanted somebody he had on there, the founders of the group, the clothing brand, Support Black Colleges. Mm-hmm. And what he said, long story short, what it comes down to is they market their advertising like their what do they call influencer posts. So like if they wanted you to post something, say you'll start at list like, hey, I charge you $100,000 a post, and they'll basically knock you down and be like, hey, how much would it cost for you to post for 4 hours? Because they know 4 hours is the length of Instagram's actual pushing that stuff out there. And so it's just like,
how much business have you gotten from Instagram?
A lot, but that's just me doing like me. But as far as like Instagram, no, none.
Okay, but how many business relationships have you created or connections have you made on Instagram?
Oh, everybody that's on this show is it's either Facebook or Instagram.
Same here. I can probably count on one hand how many houses I've sold from Instagram, but I've met a lot of great people off of Instagram, right? Yeah. For business purposes. For your consumer, where it's at is TikTok, because I'm telling you, man. But I can't keep on saying, like, it sucks that I keep on saying TikTok like I'm the owner of it, but it just has changed my, honest to God truth, if it wasn't for TikTok this year, I would probably, like, my wife is good, she's set, because she has her market, whatever. my market is I have to create my market.
Yeah.
And the market that I was in kind of plateaued a little bit. I lost a lot of deals this year because of how the market was with the big deals. And so I had to that's the reason why I was on TikTok. Like, okay. And thank God for Clubhouse too, because Clubhouse, I listened to somebody on Clubhouse one time when it was really hot. And he was the one that told me to get on TikTok, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm grateful that I listened to him. I listened to everything he said, the formula, and it works. To give you an example, my son, one more thing, my son, DLXD_. He is a gamer, right? His passion was to go viral. I mean, like to get subscribers on YouTube. I'm like, dude, why don't you go ahead and make a TikTok? And from your TikTok, convert those viewers to your YouTube. He started off with like 200 subscribers on YouTube back in like March of this year. Right now we're in October. He's kind of stopped because he's focused on school, whatever, and like waiting for Battlefield or something. But like when he was really on it, he has 15,000 followers on TikTok and now over, I think, 1,500 subscribers on YouTube.
Jeez.
And his call to action was YouTube. That was his thing. And
so he's pushing people to YouTube from TikTok.
Yes. Because his main goal was to get subscribers, because that's where I guess most video gamers are on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Streaming and, you know what I'm saying, on Twitch and things like that. Sorry, bro. My mind is like going a million different places. And so I'm like, I'm just about to shut this down because I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. Because like that's really what so people don't understand. It's like, you know, the show, we don't necessarily always have an objective, but like I have an idea in my head. And like, that's why I wanted Prince to come on here, is because like he's killing it in the TikTok game, and he's upset because he keeps saying TikTok. But I'm like, yo, huh?
I'm not even killing it, bro, because I messed up because I didn't do what I'm telling you guys to do.
There you guys have it. And so it's just
55,000 followers, and I'm not doing what I should be. I should be at. I have over 2 million likes. If you really look at people that have, like that guy I was telling you about.
What's his name? What's his name again, bro?
SAXENASOORAJ. Saxon Sarouge. There is a chick on here. She's my mentor. I pay her just as you pay your mentor. I found her ass on TikTok, and I'm like, damn it, I want to be like her. She's from Canada. Her name is Tat Ladonna. She is the freaking beast for TikTok and like just for
Tat Ladonna.
Tat Ladonna. TATLONDONO. Tat Ladonna. But she has 29 million likes and 2.1 million followers. She is killing it. And the reason why hers surpasses mine is because, first of all, she looks way better than me. But secondly, she provides value. She's teaching people how to like invest. She's teaching people how to be a good real estate agent. She's teaching. Not saying, look at me doing all this, but she is showing flashy stuff. But I'm teaching you how to get this flashy stuff. This is how you get this flashy stuff. And that's why she has over 2 million followers. Versus me, I'm just showing houses. I'm showing houses and that's it. I'm not showing my face, but it works for my business.
That means I ain't going to sleep tonight. I got to figure out this TikTok.
Should not. You shouldn't, because it's really that real, man. It's a life changer. It changed my life.
Listen, I want to mention something because I don't want it to go too far. But you said you had to recreate yourself. You had a market and you had to go through and I don't think a lot of people realize that. They think they start something and it's going to run its course, but then they don't think of like you got to put in more work to recreate yourself. What was that like for you? Because I think for some entrepreneurs, when they hit that wall and it's like, what do I do? They give up. Like, what was that like for you when your sales kind of started dipping and you were like, oh, I need to do something different? And then you got into the TikTok. Was that like, oh, I need to do something different or my business is gonna fail? Like,
no, because it wasn't like when I started doing TikTok, it wasn't like the business was going down. I just projected. I seen I seen the trends, and what I noticed with the trends was COVID was already around, and I started seeing lumber prices going up. But also the fact is that the market that I'm tapped into, I work with a lot of new home builders and custom home builders. Those are my main clients, and they didn't need me like when it came to pretty much like in November, because they were selling these houses before they even could put the foundation on there.
Bro.
So I'm like, okay, I need to really like figure this out before I sink. And it's easy to sink in the world of real estate because you have your fund, you have your savings or whatever, but still. And so it's just like, what else can I do? What else is out there for me to be different? Not to be like the same people. I'm always like, the reason why, honestly, Jay, the reason why I deleted all my content on Instagram was because I'm starting to see the trend of the things that I was doing 2 years ago, everybody's doing now.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, how can I be different to stand out from the 30,000 that are in my city? And if people click on my link or click on my page, how would they recognize House of Whiting? And that's why I deleted everything. And so we're changing it up, just as what we did with TikTok. Nobody was in that lane in TikTok, and now they are. I'm now seeing the same type of home tour review videos and everything. That's why I told you I'm hiring a videographer. I gotta change it up.
Yeah. That's good, bro.
I'm literally about to take all of my stuff that I have on Instagram and I'm just about to redo videos of me pouring tea or coffee or whiskey. You know what? I'm gonna pour some cheap ass whiskey and I'm gonna put like dad whiskey on. I don't know.
Yes, Josh, have a whiskey with your fatherhood over everything. Or I don't know. Or like you playing with your daughter or something and like make that and just have a message. And just see, like, post it like
listen, I don't got a problem being cheesy.
It's not cheesy though. It's not cheesy because people want to see, because what I said, you're providing value. Have a message, man. People want to hear that message.
Kev, let's
have a message. Man. People want to hear that message. God damn.
Kev, you know it's past my bedtime. It's 9:08.
Wake up!
I'm about to go.
Bro, I gotta what's the dude's name from 75 Hard? Andy Frizella. Andy, the dude that created the 75 Hard challenge. Anyways.
Yeah.
He's got a book and it's called The Power List. And it's like literally 300 pages. And every page is like the top 5 things you need to do each day. It's got some notes. And then it's got, hey, at the bottom of it, did you win or lose the day? If you did those top 5 things, you won the day. If you didn't, you lost. It's that simple. And so my top 5, I still need to read 20 more pages for our book club, which is we're going to do the first book. Kevin, respond back to me, but I'm not waiting on your punk ass.
Whatever.
The first book is going to be the 5 love languages, and it's going to be about how it relates to parenting and how you win with the 5 love languages. And so I got on my to-do list is read so many pages of that book, and that I got to do that, and I got to fold all my laundry because I'm bad at that. And so today one of my goals was wash all my laundry and fold it and put it up. And so I got one more load to do because your boy had a whole bunch of loads.
Boy, you want to talk about, we want to talk about relationships and like, or just, you know, with us, how busy we are. Boy, come to see my laundry room. And you talking about folding clothes. What the heck is that?
Bro, listen, I got 2 little kids, wife, and I got me, and I'm the biggest culprit. Because, you know what I'm saying? The kid, my wife, praise God, I love her to death. She's amazing. She's awesome. She be doing the kids' laundry and things like that. And I know she's tired, but she don't touch mine. And that's cool because I'm a grown man. And so that John be piling up. But anyways.
Don't say that too loud. I'm good.
Yeah, you got earphones in. She can't hear you. Prince, man, before we get out of here, man, like what is something you want to talk to, you know, just people out there. I don't even want to guide you. I'm not even going to segue you anywhere. But like, what is like some final nuggets that you want to leave for people? But if you want Kev, you know, Kev can go first. You know, Prince, go ahead. You up first.
Okay. Just as far as, since we're all entrepreneurs, you know, it is a tough path. It really is. But we all have a journey God has provided for us. It's just more, I think I talked about this on my story on Instagram before. I just felt it one time. I'm going to say it again. So we have a blueprint. We have a workout plan. We have a game plan. We have a, you know, your goals, right? But the key thing is always a plan. Even with that book that you have, Josh, that's a plan, man. And in anything in life, there's always God's plan. Right? There's a plan. As long as we have a plan together or intact, we may have to veer away from it every now and then, but if we stick to that plan, we will be successful. It may be a long road ahead, but if you have that gut feeling as far as an entrepreneur, you will have no choice but to be successful. There's going to be ups and downs in it, but just continue to have a game plan and a blueprint, or just a game plan down. And like somehow I said blueprint. This is how I think sometimes. And the blueprint is what? It's like it's a drawing of a building, right?
Yeah.
It's a drawing.
What do they say? Be committed to the end result, but the process is flexible or something like that. Whatever.
That foundation.
Huh?
Set that foundation and just build that blueprint. Build it from the blueprint.
I like that, man. Built that blueprint on TikTok.
Telling you, get your butt on TikTok, guys, because it's going to be a wave. It's a wave right now because everybody is starting to do it, but people don't know how to do it. There is there's a certain way that you have to do it, and consistency. And the key thing is what?
Consistency.
No,
three times a day.
But providing value.
Yeah.
You gotta,
bro. I went to UNT. You gotta help me out.
You gotta provide value, and don't just say buy this. Do not say buy this.
Buy my shirt.
Don't buy the shirt. Talk about fatherhood.
Yeah.
Talk about your mentorship and how and not how you, but what is
the value of it. How you
can help out in the community.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to thrive in this world of TikTok, and you'll make a lot of money, but most importantly, you'll be able to help other people, which is our goal.
Big facts. KB, where you at, man?
Bro, man, he said it, bro. Have a blueprint, have a plan. Know your why. Why you want to be an entrepreneur? Why you want to start this business? What's the value you give to people? And I think we really need to sit in that. I think people really need to sit in that and understand what their value is as they're building their organizations or their companies, so that when you do get on TikTok, you're not just making videos that do not line up with your values. Hey, I got this. And one more thing. This is it. What's your mission statement? What's your personal mission statement? And what's your business mission statement? And how you are aligning everything that you do towards those mission statements, so that you won't go willy-nilly and start doing additional things or trying to be something that you're not. And I think that's what happens. We get on TikTok and we're not what our mission statement calls us to be, or our business is, because we're trying to fit the mold to get the likes. So, man, what's your why?
So my why, listen here. This is my core values: authenticity, innovation, or innovate. Hold on, authenticity and innovate. Hold on, guys. This is crazy.
You need to make a poster.
I have it. I just don't want to go try over here. Hold on. Authenticity, innovate, adapt. What's the other ones, man? This is ridiculous.
Overcome.
Overcome should be one of them, but let me a second. Because this is like, I sat on this for a while.
What's the
evolve?
Ooh.
Creativity, and empower. So empower, evolve, adapt, authenticity, and create. So what I wrote on here is empower yourself by continuously evolving, adapting to your environment while maintaining authenticity and having the confidence to unleash your creativity. That's mine.
It's long, but that really just describes you, bro.
Yeah.
It describes your authenticity. It describes your creativity, bro. Like everything that we talked about today, that aligns up with. And I think that's what people miss, Josh. They miss those specific things. Just like Prince, I engage, I equip, and I empower individuals to live to their full potential. If I ain't doing that.
Hey, real talk. I've sold $1 million homes in my flip-flops. You don't have to wear suits. That's the thing, because I'm authentic, man. Like I literally wore this shirt the other day to an $800,000 house when somebody else probably wore a suit thinking that's going to impress them. No, the reason why they bought from me is because they trust me and I'm authentic. I'm okay with myself, and it's just like it's just got to be authentic.
I made a rule for myself a long time ago, long time ago, was that if I can't wear flip-flops there, I don't need to be there. And just to keep it $150, and so people that are listening to podcasts that are in, we do have some listeners that are overseas, you know what I'm saying? But people that don't know the landscape of Dallas, there's a Dallas Fort Worth is in the same area, but there's a huge difference between Dallas and Fort Worth. And so for me, there's a reason I don't do business in Dallas. It just doesn't fit the mold of who I am, and I ain't got time for that. And so, I'm more of a relaxed type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I got an appointment tomorrow. I'm showing up in Vans, jeans, and a t-shirt. And so
you're gonna close the deal.
You get what you get, but when you start putting in value,
there you go.
Start talking about value. People will pay you what you're worth, because it doesn't really matter what you look.
Facts.
Do not discount either. Not you, but like the listeners. Don't ever discount yourself, like ever, because you're worth what you're worth.
Yeah.
Like my videographer, I hope he doesn't watch this damn thing. Hey, I asked him what his price was. His price is, I'm like, okay, I want you twice a week, buddy. I want you once a month.
Bro, but listen, you know my price is. My price for all these listeners though is some likes, some subscribes,
yes,
some
sir.
shares. While y'all out there, man, yo, if you guys been rocking with us for a long time, please like the podcast, share the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. But until next week, man, we appreciate you guys. Take care. God bless. Peace.